Good afternoon. This is Toby Jackson, and I am doing a vlog on the National Prayer Breakfast 2015 that President Obama spoke at. Now, a lot of the news outlets are um, just taking a little sound bite of what he said, and they are using it to make it sound like he was saying something negative about religion when really he wasn't. If you go to YouTube and you put in the search box President Obama Prayer Breakfast 2015 and look at the whole 22-minute video, you will see exactly what he's speaking about. Basically what he, well, first let me let you know these are my opinions. I'm not trying to push myself on you or anybody for that matter. What I'm trying to do is hopefully shed some light and enlighten people about love, because that's basically all he was talking about. So so these are my beliefs. He talked about like how people who practice their true religion, whether it's Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, whatever, it's all about love. And what I learned through my research is that by studying each one of these religions that I just named, is that if you follow them or you research them for your own, you will find out that there are a lot of parallels. Remember, when we first came over here, a lot of us wasn't practicing Christianity. We were practicing other different religions, but we were told that we had practiced this religion, this God, this Jesus, blonde hair, blue eyes, etc. And we believed it, and we go on, we went with that. And still today, we some of us still continue to go along with it, and that's fine because it's a positive thing. As long as you yourself are as long as you yourself are practicing love and not condemnation, and not everything is so doom and gloom. Because what I learned about each religion, there is more positive in there than there is negative. However, particularly us as people of color, we will go and we will sort out what's wrong with everybody when we won't even take a look in the mirror at ourselves and say, what's wrong with me? You know, and that's something that I try to do on a daily basis. I pray, I meditate, and I take a look at what can I do to make things better for the next person, regardless to what religion they practice, or regardless of what their ethnic background is, economic status, or even sexual orientation. And none of that really matters anything to me. So I try to uplift people with, I'm not going to say my brand, but with the religion that I was taught. Okay, I don't agree with everything. Of course I don't. And a lot of stuff is actually taken out of context just so that the next man can feel better about their mess ups. Okay, and so like what I encourage all of you to do is to research it for yourself. A lot of times we go on feeling. I remember when I was doing so well at one point, even though I acknowledged God and I said that God was my all in all and all that stuff, I really didn't do anything really productive. The only productive thing that I really did was love people and kept talking about the love of God had for me. Okay, but when I was doing so good and stuff, I really didn't, I got laxed. So God, of my understanding, God, Jesus, brought me down to my knees. Okay, so now I have a whole new perspective, because I used to be surrounded by, I thought I had to have things. No, Toby, it's not about things. It's about helping your fellow man. So that's what I've learned in this last time that, in this time, a couple of years ago when I lost my job and lost everything, I found out who my friends were. I found out who my family was. I found out an array of things. I found out an array of things of like, who's going to be on your side when the chips are down? Nobody was. And it's so unfortunate. No one was. Okay, unfortunately, a lot of people was waiting on me to fall. And when I fell, no one was there to uplift me. So The other thing that he talked about was that a lot of people, he talked, and this is the part where the video comes in. He talked about how not too long ago, people used Christianity to hang black men, mess with our women, whip black people in general, steal from the rich. I'm not steal from the rich, steal from the poor to make themselves richer, make everything just, beneath them. Okay, particularly white men. And you have some black people that also do that still today. Uh, but what I encourage everybody to do is to take a look deep, I mean, like really, really deep inside, and ask where you really stand with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Where do you really stand? Because it's easy to say out of one mouth, I love the Lord and I love my God, or I love Allah, or I love my God, and all of that. And then in the next breath, you don't have time for your fellow man, your ailing family member, or whatever. But you're so wrapped up into the church and what your pastors say, and foaming and bubbling at the mouth, and then 5 minutes later doing the same thing. I learned from my mistakes. I can honestly say that I learned from my mistakes, and so today I'm just coming from a place of love. Another thing that he says that we all need to step back and be humble. Be humble. Yeah, God has provided us with all of these things when we have done the right thing, and given to charities, or help the homeless man, or help the old lady, or whatever. God always blesses us. But I even got caught up in that when that happened, and it just became about stuff. I lost my spirit. So he also talked about that when we do get these things, don't forget from whence you came. Basically is what he said. And dealing with the Constitution, because in the Constitution we have freedom of speech, we have freedom of speech, we have we can vote the way that we want, we can do this, we can do that. That's the beautiful thing about America. That's why so many people are trying to get here and not necessarily get out, because here is where I can practice my religion. I can be gay, I can be black, I can be, people may not necessarily agree with any of those things, but remember that people use the Bible also to stop women from voting. They use that violently. God is a God of love, not violence. Not violence. I don't understand that. Never understood violence. Never understood hate. But that's way a lot of people say, well, if you go here, it's going to say that. And then when you say, well, I found this interesting parable in the particular religion that you may practice that state this, and if it's applicable to them, then they say, it can't mean that. It can't mean that. And I mean anything from interracial dating to women in the pulpit to women wear pants, no makeup, and everything is just so negative. God is not wanting us to be miserable. One reason why I shied away so much from the actual church itself was that every time I turn around, someone is being so negative. And then when I come from a place that is positive, or a place of love, they don't understand that. You know what you're talking about. You need to go home and pray. Well, I do. I have a great relationship with God. So I'm just telling you, or asking you, look at the whole video, make the judgment for yourself, not based on what you heard. One thing about us as a people is that, when we when we are upset, we may come out in drones. It lasts every bit of 5 minutes. Other cultures really, excuse me, don't do that. Yes, the chips are stacked against us, but that is no reason. We got so many people who believe that violence is the way, hate is the way, condemnation is the way. How in the heck can that be? How in the heck can that be? So I implore you to really take a look at this video. Make up your own mind. You will see he's coming from a place of love, as am I. You know, as am I. I take everything and I absorb it into my spirit. You know, so it's one reason why I believe that I'm not dead. Not only through God's grace and His mercy, because yes, He has truly been good to me and my partner, you know, but because I have done His will, and I talk about things that aren't popular. Now, if I was on here saying people who practice this religion is going to hell, or people who practice that religion is going to hell, and only my religion is going to get me into heaven, well, take a look at the world around you. Take a look. Take a look at the world around you. You will see that there are people who may practice differently than you, but have the same ideals as you. You understand what I'm saying? And that's including love. You know, so just don't limit yourself. We limit ourselves too much. You know, we go on the okie doke, or what our parents thought, or what our grandparents, or great-grandparents, or great-great-grandparents thought. You know, we are always evolving. And if we stay stuck, we're going to always be in the same place. And things are just going to happen. You know. Finally, you know, he talked about also often we talk about that golden rule thing. Okay. And the golden rule, of course, is do unto others as you have them do unto you. But if you're not willing to do unto others as you want to be done unto you, then you're going to basically live a total negative lifestyle. You know, I'm not saying go out and kiss somebody's butt. That's not what it's about. What it's about is love. You know, it's about love. And, you know, people don't get it. People who come from a place of love really don't care what people think. They don't falter from their beliefs. And whether you agree or disagree with me, if it's what you truly believe, you're not going to falter from that. You know, you're not. And I'm not right about everything. I'm not trying to be right about everything. But I will always learn. I will always either open up my computer, open up a book and read a book and read. Read about me, read about others. You know, we're a beautiful world, and that's the way heaven's gonna be. It's not gonna be dissected and cut into quarters. Black people who didn't wear makeup on the Sabbath day, white people who wore hats over their head, and all of that. No, it's not going to be about that. Because remember, the Jim Crow laws stated that it was just okay to do what they did to us, and they used it in the name of Christianity. So, anyway, I love you all, whether you agree or whether you disagree. I really appreciate a comment. You know, it is what it is, and I love you all, and I hope you love me back. Bye.